My name is Laura Davis, and welcome to Community Conversations. Today we have some members of Colonial Chorus Players here to visit with us. Hi.
Hi.
So my first question for you is if you could just introduce yourselves and tell us what your involvement with Colonial Chorus Players is.
My name is Angela Merrill, and I am the president of the Colonial Chorus Players here in Reading. And for this particular show that we have going on right now, too, I'm also in the ensemble and playing chutney.
Okay. My name is Nicole Shea, and this is my first time working with CCP, and I'm one of the co-producers.
My name is Hannah Shadanian. This is also my first time with CCP, and I'll be playing the role of Elle Woods.
Awesome. So I'm guessing the show you're doing is Legally Blonde.
Very good.
Awesome. Well, first, could you just tell me a little bit about what Colonial Chorus Players are, like what you guys do?
Colonial Chorus Players is a local community theater group here in Reading. We've been in Reading since 1961 is when we were established, so it's been over 50 years that we've been in Reading putting on community theater. We mainly do musical theater, but on occasion we have, workshop series, murder mysteries, things like that. But our main goal is putting on musical theater performances for the community.
Awesome. So, how has the rehearsal process been for Legally Blonde so far?
Miss Elle Woods.
Yeah, it's been really fun actually. The fun part about this show is that it's such a huge cast, but the ensemble has a chance to be featured in almost every large number. So we just have a blast, and our production team is amazing. Our choreographer, our music director, and our artistic director are just fantastic. So we've been chugging along, and I think we're going to be ready for the big night.
Woo! So what was your reaction to getting the part of Elle?
I couldn't believe it. I was totally ecstatic. This is actually a newer musical to me, and I wasn't too familiar with it, but of course I'm very familiar with the film, Legally. And she's actually one of my favorite characters, and I was just so honored to be chosen for the role.
We'll drop the top and just drive. That's fine with me. Just let me be legally blonde.
Awesome. And then another question for you is, how have you been preparing for the role?
Funny fact, I actually work at the Harvard Law School gym. So I've been wearing my t-shirts around. But I also have been trying to get into the mindset of how this Malibu Barbie type girl would feel coming into the Harvard setting, a totally different atmosphere than the West Coast. So.
Right. Well, it's awesome that you get, on-campus experience.
Exactly. Get familiar with the buildings they reference in the show, and I know where that is.
That's great.
Yes, when you're attacked. Yes, got to respond. Got to respond. Don't be my back. And that American flag. American. Nobody's screwed. No. Somebody who's legally blind. She's legally.
So when does Legally Blonde debut, and how can someone come see it?
It opens in just a few weeks, actually, October 19th, 20th, and the 21st. We have 4 shows, Friday night show, Saturday matinee, Saturday night show, and a Sunday matinee. And you can check out tickets and how to get in contact by going to the website, colonialchorus.com. So, pretty easy.
So how was Legally Blonde chosen as your fall show?
CCP is actually sort of a standout organization in what they do to choose shows. We have a committee that's in place that's made up of one of our board members, and then we typically have about 5 or 6 members of the CCP community that sit around together. They spend about 6 months reviewing different scripts, music, and really sort of seeing what's out there so that we don't just put on, the same shows that other local organizations are putting on. We want to make sure that we're offering something different. And then we actually have a vote to our membership. So we allow the members within CCP to vote. So we usually have a ballot of about 7 or 8 shows. Blonde was one of the ones that was on the ballot last year. And it got a huge amount of votes from our members, which was great, so it lets us know that, certain members within CCP don't necessarily always come out and audition for every single show, but they do support the organization. We want to keep them involved.
Right.
So it shows, that whether they're going to come on audition or not, it's definitely something they want to see. It's really fun when we can get everybody all together and say there's this brand new contemporary show, you know, let's go out there, let's do it, which is really a direction that CCP is trying, you know, we're trying to do our best to move into the direction of trying to do a lot more contemporary shows, bringing a lot more fun, youthful talent like Hannah. You know, we love our CCPers. I've been with CCP for 6 years. You know, we love our family, but we love being able to bring in new people like these guys as well.
Right.
So it's great.
That's great that, you know, the members kind of get a choice in what shows you do. So that's really cool. What would you say makes your production of Legally Blonde stand out from other productions that might be happening in the New England area?
Well, Hannah. I think nobody else has Hannah.
Also, I feel like we have an eclectic mix of people. Like you said, we have the veterans. You know, they're able to be, you know, the really fun, quirky ensemble parts and the pit singers to add that extra support. And then we have a lot of young people featured in this production. So the energy is just enormous. I mean, it takes a lot to sometimes quiet us down.
I definitely want to say, like, half the cast is new to CCP.
Oh, wow.
So, and we have people aging from 17 to, I want to say, in their 50s and 60s in the cast. So, like, there's a huge range of people, and I think it just brings a different energy to the stage.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And one of the things Hannah mentioned is pit singers, which is something that not a lot of people do. So Legally Blonde being a little more of a youthful cast type show in order to really be able to incorporate a lot of more veteran type CCP members, we'll call them that. One of the things that was established was a group of pit singers. So they're every number singing any song that there's ensemble backup, and they're down in the pit like all the musicians. So it's a cool thing, and they all seem to be really excited and having a good time with that.
They've dubbed themselves the L-Tones. It's adorable. I love it.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, so it's just a great energy like with that too. I think it's fun.
Cool.
Boys wanna come and play, snap my fingers and they obey. Why do they follow me around all day? Watch me while I walk away.
Well, I know I've done shows in the past, and I know that, you know, the week before the show, the tech week, and, you know, the weekend of the show is really, really crazy. So what are some tips and tricks that you use to keep yourselves sane during that time?
Sleep you would love, but sleep's not usually an option. You know, we all do have our day jobs, so sleep isn't always an option. So I know for me, it's usually a lot of, you know, trying to just have fun with the cast, a lot of laughing, a lot of keeping the energy up, you know, for yourself and for others, so that nobody's dragging and lagging and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say keeping a sense of humor, because everyone's fuses are a little bit short by that time. So you have to, you know, cut each other some slack, because everyone is tense and everyone wants it to be a great production. So everyone is feeling a little under the pressure.
Yeah.
But it's like that for every show, and every show I've done, it's pulled together, and it's been fine. No one's clawed anyone's eyes out so far. So.
Well, that's good.
And as a producer, I usually have to arrive earlier and stay later than everybody, whatever.
Yeah.
So usually the month before a show week happens for me, I drop all caffeine out of my system, and that way I can actually survive like that actual week. So I have no caffeine in me, guys. So let's be nice.
Well, what are some ways that someone could help out or have a role in Legally Blonde or any other show that you have without being on stage? Say they didn't, you know, want to be on stage and they didn't really want to be seen. What are some roles?
Well, you know, like Nicole, we're always looking for producers, costumes. You don't even have to be in charge of costume. If you just enjoy sewing, you can jump on board and help costume things. We're always looking for people to show up and help set paint and set build. You know, so just, you know, lots of different little behind the scenes options that we have that go into putting the show up. Tickets.
Yeah, I mean, it takes just as many people on stage, off stage to put on a show. And we have a big cast, so we have a really big off-stage crew right now.
Right.
Oh yeah, and tech crew as well as that. You know, if they want to just come and help move sets on and off, and
Cool.
so lots of different options.
So do you have any other shows that are coming up soon or anything like that?
CCP, we're currently in the process of figuring out our spring show, and fortunately we lost the rights. We had a show that we wanted to do, but that's the business. Sometimes you don't always get to do the shows that you want to do.
Yeah.
So that hopefully will be on the agenda for next year, because as I said before, the membership voted for it, so we want to make sure that we can get it out there next year. So we should know soon, so check the website. We will have an update as soon as possible.
Great. Well,
It's not up to me, just let me be legally blonde. It's not up to
great. Well, if someone wanted to be involved with Colonial Chorus Players, how could they go about getting involved?
The easiest thing to do would be to go to the website, and from the website we have an email address, which is colonialchorusplayers@yahoo.com, and usually that gets forwarded to me, and then they let me know what their interests are. If they're looking for auditions that we have coming up, that's on the website, but they can also talk to me. If they're looking for behind the scenes that they would like to do. So going to the website, checking it out, seeing what's available. Maybe they're a dancer and they want to choreograph a show for us. We're always looking for people for the next season coming up to higher positions. So check out the website, and they can contact me, and we'll get the ball rolling for them.
Great. Well, thank you guys for coming. I'm definitely going to be coming to see Legally Blonde. So
Thank you.
thank you very much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.